Hey, you guys.
Rant.
Yeah, it's a rant today. Kind of up a little earlier. Well, not really, but it's around 8:30, quarter to 9.
Yes.
So reason why, because the last few days we've been trying to get to this Michelin restaurant to order our papaya. It's been totally packed. You have to stand in line
2 days.
2 days straight. So we figured if we catch it in the morning, not only will we be able to get our order within 30 minutes,
Very fresh.
but we get the fresh food. And I was reading in the comments, you guys, about what's that big red bag that be behind us in our truck.
It's a shopping bag.
That's a shopping bag from Go. But it's sitting on top of our golf clubs back here.
I got the golf club there.
See, we got our golf clubs back here, you guys.
Behind.
See this?
Okay.
Our golf bag. Well,
So big.
we don't put it in our truck. And sometimes it gets to leaking, and I don't start. The reason why we got it back in the back seat is because sometimes it'll rain, and it's a little leak. It's a little leak in the back, and I don't want my golf bags to get what I call that moist and have mold on it and things such as that. So, but we keep it here. We keep our golf bag here, because we sometimes you got to remember something here in Thailand, especially around in the Pattaya area. And there's world-class golf courses everywhere. Yeah, and they're fairly reasonable. I ain't gonna say cheap. I say reasonable. It's more reasonable than it is to be playing golf in America. All right. So we'll stop, if we feeling like, if there's a loose caddy or something like that. Because what I'm gonna have to start doing to actually get more exercise is put some wheels on my golf course. But they rent them. They rent the wheels. You can rent golf. You can rent the wheels to move your golf bag. When you get there. But I usually just rent a golf cart. And what I do like about these golf courses here is a lot of times they're not that crowded. So you're not pushed to finish a hole. You know what I mean? You can take your time, especially if you're not really trying to be a professional about it. So you can take mulligans and you can do overs and things such as that, because we're amateurs, what can you say? So that's the reason why answering my subscriber, what's that red bag being in the back of your truck all the time. All right. So now, like I told you, we finna try to catch this Michelin star lady, and hopefully we don't have to stand in line. Just going there straight like we used to before she got all popular. I think we the one made her popular. Michelin star. So
hopefully she's there already.
So, and sometimes you gotta forgive these drivers here because they working too. So you got the mom and pop on the little old stand, which we come to find out in the last couple of days, since this lady been so crowded, that they do make excellent papaya themselves.
Yeah. See, still close.
Well, it's Monday. It's Tuesday. I think she closes.
I'm not sure.
She closes on Tuesday.
Find some
to give me some gas.
Oh.
To give me some gas and.
Make the what's that planter?
Then I got to go get a planter. A planter. All right. So what happened is, on our balcony, right? We started growing vegetables. And we didn't know they was gonna grow that fast.
It's so fast though. We just planted 3 days ago.
So we put okra down, and we kind of like put them in a bunch. But now we got to go get a planter so we can separate them. And then we also planted bok choy, some collard greens, and kale, and I got a lemon tree. I got a lemon tree with some lemons already on it, and I messed around and bought a tomato plant. But I didn't buy it right, so I got to buy another one. So I'm going to put the tomato plant that we bought behind our dryer on our balcony. And I'm gonna buy another one, but this time when I look for the tomato plant, I gotta make sure it's got some flowers on it, because flowers is the ones that develop into tomato. And I didn't do that this time. So we riding down Beach Road. Too bad my wife didn't bring the DJI up so you can see.
Oh, you see it already that on the beach road, and I got
so nice calm water. Good over. Somewhat kind of like an overcast now, you guys, because when it's not overcast, it's just too damn hot. You know.
The water too far also. You need to walk and then.
Yeah, you got to walk on that hot ass sand, trying to make it back to wherever you was gonna make it to. You know. We might try this other lady that stays totally crowded. She's on Tepperson.
Oh yeah, the
she's
sexy
famous,
girl.
Yeah, and I think she's a Michelin too.
You didn't have, I didn't see it.
And,
She's just famous on TikTok.
Okay, well, and her stuff is rather spicy.
She's very spicy though.
I mean, super
last time
spicy.
we go there,
Yeah,
you sweat a lot. Huh?
but what's so good about it? You know these little roadside stands.
Oh yeah.
These people here, they make some really good papaya. You know what I'm saying?
The one they ride in the motorbikes.
Yeah, they make some really good papaya, you guys. You know. But I got to make it over here. I got to cross over pretty soon because I got to make it over here to the gas station. Like I said, I don't let my gas tank
dry
get half. You know, like when my gas tank say I need a quarter tank or something like that, I go fill it up. You dig what I'm saying? That's because I'm in the diesel. And two, you never know when you might have to take off and go to Phuket. And a Phuket drive for us is like a full tank of gas. If we ride from Pattaya to Phuket, going through Hue Hin, it takes a full tank of gas, no stop. It's a half tank from here to Hue Hin.
half tank, no, and then come back as a full tank.
Yeah, so to go all the way from Pattaya to Phuket, it's gonna take a full tank of gas. So I always make sure that I got a full tank of gas. All right. Plus, when I'm filling it up, it really don't cost me that much money.
Since you fixed something, you know.
Yeah, since we put the new timing belt, new water belt, and all that.
And then
You know.
it used to be you eat a lot of gas. I mean diesel.
But no longer eating that much gas.
It's ready for a trip now.
That's about it, but we have to handle some business before we can actually really enjoy ourselves. You know, I think I passed that gas station.
Huh?
I'm
No.
not sure.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh.
I overshot it.
We go to the
I really did. I overshot it.
to the planting. He don't have the things.
Yeah. And he don't have all the equipment that we need. Now we could stop at Taiwasa.
Taiwasa though.
Taiwasa,
Maybe they
we'll
get some,
probably
right?
have that planner. You know, not sure, but yeah. I passed my gas station.
What is that?
That's okay.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
find another one somewhere up here on Superbit. The reason why it's necessary, reason why it's necessary to use the same kind of gas, because you're not sure on the quality of some people's gas. They might want to cut corners, and then you just sit around there. And then put all that old messed up gas in your car. It's diesel.
We always use premium diesel. Right?
And I gotta use premium. You know what I mean? Oh, did y'all hear that? You know something? When I look at like regular movies, you know, it's a lot of foul words being said. I looked at this movie the other day and it was quite funny. It was called The Boss.
Oh.
And she got around little kids and say, "Fuck that, did this shit." You know what I'm saying? So it appears.
That's American way, babe.
It appears that when you get national movies, and they talking to little kids now. This is about this lady, lost her company, and then she took over the Girl Scouts and started selling cookies, and she was talking real raw. Then it made me believe. I said, "Wait a minute, Bernie Mac was one of the raw talkers too." And you got a lot of people that talk raw, but then again, you got a pussy ass world. Meaning this, oh well, like we lost some what we call our subscribers, or we lost some different commission people because I speak
raw. No filter.
I speak my mind,
No
and my wife is not a very good editor, so whatever I say goes. I got to be Ricky Wrap It Up, one take wonder. Because a lot of this shit ain't gonna get edited. It's kind of hard, especially because listen to this. We would have a lot more content for you guys, but what happens is my wife is a chef. So every time we go out to eat someplace, it never holds up to how good my wife can cook. So it always be lackluster because we always feel like we done wasted our money.
No experience.
I say, my wife say, I could have made this better. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. And she does. She make it better,
Like pasta.
Yeah.
I just make one time and now he keep asking.
Man.
Gee.
So that's the reason probably why you don't see a lot of us in restaurants
Eating outside.
eating out. And I have to really explain to you guys this year on reason why we actually eliminated a lot of travel, okay? Because usually we be all over the place. This year we eliminated a lot of travel because our place in Vietnam has got so popular to where we have to stay near, not live there, but stay near, just in case, something goes down or we have to sign another paper. So we always keep our 90-day visa for Vietnam, even though we might not even go there for that 3 months, but you always got to have it, just in case you have to pop that plane and get over there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time to be buying no round trip tickets, waiting on another visa.
Cheaper than our visa here.
Yeah, and it's cheap, But now they have raised the prices of
visa
of the name in itself, rent and everything else is coming up there. We were there when it was like a little bit of nothing.
But Vietnam, they surpassed Thailand. Now it's more, they got more coming in Vietnam than Thailand. Shit, if they do like that, babe, and then what if the Vietnam now because they're popular and then it get higher also?
It's good for us. Good for us.
My favorite place is Vietnam. Da Nang.
Good for
Always.
us. We're trying to wait on Phuket to get more developed.
They say they develop some of their airport, babe. They change it.
But Vin World.
Vin Wonder, they need
Vin
to.
Wonders and what's that other place? What's that other place we stay at?
Windham?
Windham.
The resort.
Yeah, the resort.
You need to upgrade the room, no?
They're buying up those resort lands.
Oh yeah, they built that next to when we visit.
Yeah.
This is Sunset Town. The Sunset Town is same in that Bana Hills, the cart, something like because they get this beer.
Yeah.
Same. Okay.
All right, you guys. I'm here, thing. I'm about to pump it up.
You see how much?
Fill it up. Hold on. Yeah, so hit the gas station. Back on fast, fairly full. Always be prepared. Always. I had a young partner I don't know if he's that young though. 10 years ago before I left. His name's Carl New. Love that young man. Very wise, very respected in all ways. And he was very respectful. The day I think about 2 days before I was leaving to Thailand, I bought his Thunderbird. And at the time I bought it, I made him drive it all the way to his house. Thank you. He had a house in Vallejo, and he drove it all the way there. Picked up the pink slip, drove it all the way back, and then you know, I know he was kind of a little worried about me paying him, right? Because I just said pull on to the side, and I went in my shoe, and I pulled out that money that he wanted for that car, and he looked at me. He said, "Mark, you got this kind of money on you?" And I had to tell him a little tale. I said, look here, man, you don't know how stuff is going. So you always supposed to have enough money on you at all times. So anytime you got to leave this country, you just leave. You ain't got to pack, you ain't got to look back, you ain't got to wait on no money. You go in your shoe, you take your passport out, and you get on the next flight up out of here. That was my advice to him. And you know, very intelligent, very sharp young man too. You know, he was dealing with some problems with his son that he asked me about, and I'm quite sure it worked itself out. You know, yeah, that's little tales. But that's the reason why. Back to the story is the reason why we keep the tank full, and we keep the freezer full, and we keep the credit card full. We don't owe no debts. You understand? We don't have to fill up our motorbike. We don't have to fill up our tank. Everything is registered. Everything is insured. Our insurance is up to date. We pay our insurance once a year. I wish I could just pay it all at one time, which I am sooner, because I'm gonna self-insure, so I ain't got to worry about that. But I'm just trying to find one of these accounts that when I put my self-insurance money in, that it'll at least give me, I don't know, at least 2.3% interest on it. You know what I mean? But they're not offering that right now. I can get that from my exchange. You know, I can get that from, you know, like from Coinbase, or I can get that from like BINANCE. I can get that from an exchange based off of me staking coins, right? And you can stake, when I'm talking about staking coins, you can stake a stable coin, you know, USDT, USD, and all this, and they'll give you some decent interest. I think it's about, especially for the USDT, it's about 4.8% interest. So, and if you just sitting it there, you know what I'm saying, it's gathering up this interest, that's fine. That's cool. You know?
It's our favorite.
So now, I can save a little change by going to DYI. You know what I mean? Or I can just say screw it and go over here to Taiwatadu and try to pick up everything that's necessarily needed. Then what happens with me is when I get into Taiwatadu, there's 1,000 other shit that I want.
This week.
You know what I mean?
All that shit.
You know, last time I walked in there, I was just gonna spend.
No.
I was just gonna spend. Now I'm passing out. I was just gonna spend, like, you know, 2,000 to 3,000 baht. I walked out of there, and then I'm spending 8,000 baht.
10,000.
So I watch myself. And then you get mad because you can go to DYI and find out you could have bought that shit for half the price. Plus, I got to go to DYI and get what you guys in America don't have.
What's it?
America need to install this. A bum gun.
Yeah, you don't know. Even
What is a
Philippines, we
bum
don't
gun?
have that.
What is a bum gun, you say? It's like if you go to you ever sat on them Japanese toilets and they shoot the water up
Wash
your
up
ass?
your ass.
All right, well, a bum gun is like a little water hose attached to your toilet. So when you do shitting, you take the little water hose, you turn to the side, and you wash out all the shit that's in your ass.
What do you use? Tissue only?
Nah, they only use tissue.
Shit. That's...
And I'm telling you, that's some nasty shit.
In Philippines, we use tabo, you know, the bucket, the small bucket.
Oh,
That's
use
all
the
we
bucket,
use,
yeah.
We don't use tissue because it's feel like, you know, nasty, you know. Like it's still there, the
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's why we use tabo.
So yeah, you guys got to work that one out. Let me turn that here. They got a DUI down the street.
The big one is
And it's fairly new. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, last time.
Yeah, we came.
There to our girl. She's not here. She go back.
They went to Switzerland?
Yeah. So winter,
So you guys,
it's summer here.
we got friends in Switzerland. We got friends in Denmark, Italy,
summer
Greece.
here. Every time summer, they go there.
Yeah.
Germany, Denmark,
Yeah.
New Zealand, Switzerland, Hong Kong, Singapore. But I don't want to fly that long shit.
Yeah, that's what happens too. When we were younger,
No, when we first time together, right? Every month we go some other place.
yeah.
But when we 60, you 60 already. Shit.
Yeah,
Like we lie low.
like when we were younger, man, getting on a plane was something fun to do.
Now, shit.
Now,
I
shit.
can't stand long no more. I can stand only like 2 hours, something like that.
And that's the max.
Yeah, that's the max, huh?
Shit, 2 hours.
But if you
max.
do like Europe, I don't want that. I don't want to go back
Yeah.
there. Shit. Like,
And that's one of the
You
reasons
open
why
already, man?
that's one of the reasons why we got rid of our
I think that guy's waiting to go see.
That's one of the reasons why we got rid of our
You don't have
place in
time.
Greece.
Oh, wait, I see. Let me see the time. What time is
9
it?
o'clock.
9 o'clock? What time is it? Oh, yeah.
It's 9 o'clock
One
right now.
minute. See, guys, it's a DIY. Oh.